see my little
You can,
toes?
yes, I can see a little though. Yeah,
Hello.
I got 60 minutes. Back of what I was going to
Welcome
do.
back, everybody. It's us. It's a bumpy road. Back at the channels.
Hey,
Damn,
That's what I
Andres.
was supposed to do, the
Yes.
introduction, but you guys did it. Thank you. Thank you
How's
very much.
everybody's weekend? What did you guys do? We went to a wedding.
um, you went to a wedding.
It was
We
really
went to a
nice.
CBD store.
Tell
Um,
me more.
what's a pet store?
hey, that doesn't sound as fun.
Wait, you got CBD at a pet store?
Mm-hmm.
It's cheaper for humans. You go there. No, no, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. We went for our dog. We didn't go for us.
It's
It's the
cheaper
strong stuff.
there. That's
Yeah.
cool. That's cool. Andres, how's it feel being 30?
Did you say Handres?
I heard that. I was like, why was there an H? I don't remember my parents giving me Handres.
Cause you're hung, bro.
I okay, anyway, moving
Andres,
on.
how's
How
it
do I
feel
feel
being
being 30?
30?
I mean, it feels the same. Nothing, nothing different. Just it's a bigger number.
You're
By the
right.
way, huge shout out. I just need everybody listening, all the 2,000 people that are listening. I need a huge shout out to my wife, my queen, my world. She did a fantastic job with my birthday.
Woo!
Amazing. It was beautiful. I had so much fun. She got really pissed off at me because I drank too much and I had people around me mixing and they had me mix. Aside from that, babe, thank you very much for
Who was
making
You
my
know,
that
I
birthday
just
person?
showed
amazing.
up.
What happened?
Who was that
I
person
just
that
showed
was
up.
mixing?
I didn't hear what you said, babe.
I just showed up.
Okay, anyway, she's trying not to take credit, which is trying to be humble. Stop that bullshit. And then a huge shout out to Celi's for hosting the birthday.
Woohoo!
Thank you very, thank you very much for hosting. Beautiful surprise party. I was expecting to do a podcast, and that
We
was
cooked, decorated, everything.
yeah, no. I finally had the brisket, everybody. It was
Woo!
bravo, bravo, capital bra, lowercase o, man, because that was amazing. That was really, really good. I freaking loved it.
And now you
Now,
know.
now I understand. Now I understand the hype. Yes, I get it now. Now
Yeah.
all we got to do, baby, is just move to Jersey and move nearby so we can have brisket at least once a month.
No, it's once a
Definitely.
week now.
It's what?
Once a week.
Every weekend.
Oh, listen, the more
It's
I have it, the better. So I don't
it's
care.
it's
Shit.
either brisket or ribs.
Yeah.
Today is ribs.
I'll, I'll, I'll
Today's
take
ribs.
either or. Shit.
Wait, but were
Um,
you hungover?
yes, I was heavily hungover. Like really, really. Not. I don't want to say bad, but like it was good that I didn't throw up. That was good. I was
I
perfectly fine
appreciate
with
that
that.
too.
Yes, I was very happy that because I think I got to a point where I felt the alcohol like really surging through my body, and I was like, that might be enough. That might be enough because I think if I go anymore, anything is gonna come up, and I don't want that either here on the ride home or at home. I just don't. I don't want that.
But
But yeah, I just kept sipping water throughout the morning.
he thought it was water, but he doesn't know it wasn't water.
The next day. Okay.
Oh no, no, I believe me, that was water. If not, if it was something else, I would have spit it out. Believe me. Yeah, but I was hungover. Like I just sat at the table, just thinking about life. Like, why did I do that last night? And then memory started hitting me, and I was like, oh, it was Angie. He was like, finish the margarita bottle, finish the margarita bottle. You gotta start the other one. I'm like, oh my God, you
Well,
gotta be kidding me.
I was on duty. I was told to get him up, and I was like, all right,
Yeah, I'd like to meet the person who told you that
your
message.
wife.
Cause oh, then you know what? I don't have any comment. I'll just
I
listen
was
to my
fast asleep, enjoying my sleep.
wife.
Did you
Yeah.
like the cake? Sabrina did such a good job with the cake.
The cake was phenomenal. I still was mind blown because I remember when I saw the picture, she had showed it to me months. When I mean months ago, I mean like the first quarter of the year. And I was like, oh my, I was like, if you do anything for my birthday, that's the only thing that I want. And the fact that she made it happen, I was like, damn man, I'm the luckiest guy on earth, man. This is amazing,
Dude, and
amazing.
I don't know if this maybe sort of off topic, but it wasn't that bad. The price for that cake wasn't that bad at all.
Oh,
Yeah.
No, it was actually really good.
and
Huh?
it was
Yeah.
good. Yeah, it
Yeah.
was good.
Yeah.
It tasted really, really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Was there
connection.
other cake? I could have sworn I had two cakes.
It was ice cream cake. It was ice
Oh
cream
yeah,
cake, right?
that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
ice cream cake. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, that's right.
yeah. But
Yeah.
I'm glad you had fun. I'm glad you got drunk, and I got to see a little,
The
fun
other side of
side
me.
of you.
Yeah. No.
Cause
That other side comes out once a year. It's either birthday or New Year's.
Thank
That's it.
God.
What was that, babe?
Thank God it only comes out once a year.
Yeah, I know, because I don't think I can handle myself doing that multiple times a year.
no, I don't know. We only drink like that too,
Yeah.
once a year.
Yeah, no.
This year was your
Again,
year.
yeah, I'm clocked out. I'll bring him back next year sometime. I don't know when, but I'll bring him back
Now you
next year.
know. Now you gotta wait until you're 40 to do another party. 10 more years to
Yeah,
go.
yeah, I'll stick to just breakfast and dinners instead of parties for the next 9 years.
Yeah.
But again, thank you guys. Thank you all three of you. Obviously, babe, you did. I love you for that. That's awesome. And again, Sally's, thank you for hosting. That was a real treat. It was
Oh,
really
you're
fun.
welcome. Just send me the check.
All right, moving on to the next subject. Sally, you had a specific topic you wanted to bring up.
Yeah. So I recently heard this, and it's like completely off topic of what we're talking about, but um, there is something that happened recently in the news. So I want to ask the girls, how would you feel? Because you guys are in different topics, different stages of your lives. How would you feel if your man, meaning me to you or Andres to Sabrina, if on the next child the man asks you for a paternity test before the baby's born, before I get to sign the birth certificate?
Like if you guys had a third baby and you asked Angie to see if you're the father,
Yeah.
Yeah. I was
what
so
the
sure.
fuck?
Could have done.
Okay.
But if we were not together, like if we were not married and had no kids and we were our first kid,
Sure. Yeah.
So like, you know,
I don't know. I feel like if you're sure, like I don't think like if you're sure,
You wouldn't have a problem with it.
exactly.
Okay. Sabrina, you?
I'd be like, you know what? Like I'm not sure if you're a father, so let's do this.
Wait, repeat that. I didn't hear what you said.
I'd be like, you know what? I don't think you are the father, so let's go. Like let's go test this out.
But wait, this is a better question. Cause I think I think you probably did say it. Do you want to know before the baby's born or after the baby's born?
The idea is to know before the baby's born.
You see, then I will say no then because doing that paternity test before the baby's born is very dangerous.
Okay.
That's the only reason I will say no. Wait until the baby's born.
Okay. Well,
What do you mean by dangerous?
the procedure,
The
the
procedure.
procedure to do
Okay.
a DNA test on a baby that's still in the belly
Mhm.
is can be dangerous
Yeah.
I don't think I would do it. Like even before or after.
because
Why?
the reason
Like,
why
you not sure, like,
Why?
that's just weird.
yeah
Wait, what was that?
The reason like you not being sure, like that's just rude.
I like the point she just said. He said because as females we don't know, or because just you as the husband of the boyfriend or whatever have a suspicion of something, and that's why you're asking it.
Like I'm married to you, so you thought I was sleeping with someone. Like there's a possibility it was somebody else's.
Yes, essentially that is what's going on, like outside of our relationships, like our relationships and you guys. Is the reason why I brought it up is because this is what's happening in Tennessee. Is that this is now a new bill, essentially a law that's going to be passed, that in all pregnancies, the females will have to do a paternity test before the baby is discharged from the hospital, so the man has a chance to know 100% sure that that's his child before he signs the paper on the birth certificate, and making him liable for that baby for the next 18 years. And then,
What?
like, from
If I
the
wanted to lie to a man, that should be my business, not the government.
She's
Wait, so
like
the government is in what state is this? Did you say Kentucky or Tennessee?
Tennessee.
Tennessee. How the hell do you
Ten-
get Kentucky?
I'm sorry. I'm 30 years old. I'm very old, so you got to bear with the grandpa in the room.
His
But
ear
anyway,
hurts.
so in Tennessee, when a woman is pregnant and they're about to give birth, it's now a law that they do a DNA test to see who the father is, and then the father is liable.
It's
Like
not that it's already a law, but it's something
it's
that it's
in the works.
in the works. Yes. So
Okay,
it's a potential law that will be passed in Tennessee,
I don't
that
agree with that.
because
that's insane.
they're saying that, and these are numbers that they threw out in the video that I watched. Out of every 10 men that get paternity tests to find out if they're the real father,
Hmm.
3 of them are always not the father. But this is just men that are looking for answers. That's
Yeah.
not even men that don't even question
Oh,
it. So these are only tests of people that are already have doubts. So out of 10, every 3 guys end up not being the father. Again, because there's no testing, and we're just relying on the women telling us like,
The
yes,
word,
yes, you're
yeah.
the dad, you're the father. Again, we're not um I'm not applying this directly to like our relationship or your relationship, but I mean this is what people out there are dealing with, is that
That's
such uncertainty in your partner that you don't know if that's your child or not. And then now when this question comes up of like, I want a paternity test before I sign any papers, now women are really offended. They're like, no, this is cause for me to leave you, get divorced and whatever. And again, 30% is pretty high of not being the father.
So this is a
I can
that's the
get like
thing.
being offended.
Hmm?
repeat that.
Like I get being offended, but if you don't want to take the test, that means you're lying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you should take the test.
But this is another question though, right?
Because
The,
none of the women are questioning the safety of the baby. They're just like more offended of their.
yeah, because what you said though, you said that before the baby is discharged from the hospital.
Mhm.
So technically, if the baby is born and you decide to do the paternity test, there's no
No
harm on
risks.
that.
Yeah.
So I feel like they will be more concerned if they say no before the baby's born. You
No, but
guys have to do
that's
the
not even their concern. Like it's women are just more offended of their
like
integrity
yeah
that's being questioned. But even so, like they're getting offended even though they know that they're doing wrong.
yeah. I don't know anybody in Tennessee, so I don't know.
What is there? What's the purpose behind this? Is it just because there's a bunch of babies without fathers, or
No, so the whole thing is that there's a lot, not just saying in Tennessee, but
yeah, just in general throughout the country?
yeah, there's too many people waiting 7 years, 12 years, 17 years of the man just not doing that, of asking for a paternity test, asking for a DNA test, and they're not even together or with the person, and they
Yeah,
are
Hmm.
actually liable for
childcare,
yeah, what's that monthly thing that they get?
Child support?
Child
Child
support.
child support.
So that's the thing. Like you're just um, going by the woman says and trusting her, telling her that you yes you are the father, when she even might know that you're not, and you're
Hmm.
just signing the paper when the baby's born, and then 17 years later when you're like, okay, now I really have doubts and I want to find out, you go to court, you get the DNA test, then you find out no, this is not your child, and then
But
what?
Like, to be honest, can't you, like, if, I don't know, but if the father asks for a paternity test, don't you have to take it?
No, women can deny, and it's
Really?
completely up to the women. Women can deny.
Hmm. Like,
That's
now
in.
that's making sense.
What do you mean?
Like, I think the law should be that if a father asks for a paternity test, like, you should, like, be mandatory to take it.
That the
Yeah,
But,
women should be mandatory to take the paternity test.
mm-hmm.
whenever the father asks. Yeah, I mean that does make
Yeah.
sense. That would make sense, but on that's not what we live in.
I I I honestly don't understand cases where a woman wouldn't want to take it. Can maybe you, Angie, or Babe, can you explain to me
It's
in
either
what
offensive or he's not the father.
Yeah. Pretty much. That's about it. And if I feel like as a mom, it's like, damn, if I find no, you're not the father, and you find out, it's like, damn. So now he knows what is gonna happen with me and my son or my daughter or my kid.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's more like the support systems that they have and financially and things like that. Maybe that's probably why.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's because I don't find another reason.
yeah, but this, yeah, and that law would prevent that, like these mistakes from happening from men who are not the biological father to have to go through that, paying child support for whatever amount of years, and then find out they're not the real father.
Yeah.
I feel like if a man requests a test, they should be able to, like, mandatory to give it. But I feel like mandatory to give a test, like, there's no point. It's none of your business.
For the I don't know. I don't.
Like, it's between, like, the, like, mom and the dad if they want to know, like, well, obviously they want to know, but I'm saying, like, I don't know. I just don't feel like it's law that they have to take a test, even if, like, you guys are, like, fully 100% sure that he's the dad.
Yeah. I feel like that's true. Like I feel like if you know, like in our case,
Hmm?
like in our case, for
Uh-huh.
example, like if you know that my kids are your kids,
Uh-huh.
do you really need to take a paternity test to be able to leave the hospital with your kid?
No.
So you see, that is like I agree with, like, I don't I agree with Sabrina on that. Like I don't think people that are sure and 100%
Hmm.
needs to go through that test. I feel like that law should only apply for people who the mothers who are not sure.
Yeah, but what mother's gonna be like? Go to the delivery room and be like, you know what? I'm really not sure. And then that's when the husband finds out. Like, what do you mean you're not sure? We're on delivery day.
I don't
But
know.
the
I
thing is,
feel like
like,
I
what
feel
if
like
he knows that he's not the father and they're just, like, have an arrangement that's just, like, he's still going to be the dad? Like, it's nobody's business at the end of the day.
yeah. I was gonna ask something. I forgot. I was gonna ask.
I think I would just I'm not against the bill or the law because I think regardless it would um save people a lot of hassle and a lot of headaches. Even so, like even for people that are 100% sure like us that like I have no question that they're my child is
They look like you.
kids get babies newborns get vaccinated and they have to do it. You can't say no.
There's just you can to vaccinate your kids. There's oh my god, there's a religion that they don't believe in vaccination on the kids. You can
Okay.
still say no. So it's, I don't know. I feel like they need to come with a better reason of why they want to do it.
But
And
I think the law is just trying to um avoid more costly damaging effects in the long run.
but you are affecting those kids who, like the kids. I don't know. Like I'm always gonna put in a position of the kids. Like, and I wanna believe that there are honest females, honest women there that will say, yes, this is your kid, and no, this is not your kid.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like
But
like as much as I don't trust people, I want to trust like that 1 point, like 1% there that somebody will say, okay, let's take this test because I'm not sure.
but I mean the whole reason why they're bringing up the law is because you can't trust people. Women are not telling the truth. That's why they're trying to make this into a law. Is
Andres,
because
would
it's obviously a problem.
yeah,
Hmm.
Andres, would you do that if you guys get pregnant and have a baby? You guys will do that?
Like you're talking about if she got pregnant tomorrow?
Yeah, and she delivers the baby, and all of that.
No, I wouldn't ask Sabrina that at all. I mean, I I know she hasn't been. Babe, you've been with nobody, right? I mean, there, there's no. I don't have any doubts of
I guess we
asking
gotta
her.
find out.
Stop! Don't play with my head like that, because then I'm gonna go
Don't
crazy.
play with
But
my
no, I don't. I
emotions.
don't. I don't think there's a necessity. I understand like the bill because I mean, geez, I mean, I can't imagine growing up not knowing, who my dad is. That's how I'm kind of looking at it. Like, if I'm the kid and I grow up and I'm like, damn, I don't even know who my dad is because mom didn't want to tell me or just mom doesn't know, when I'm not gonna, I wouldn't sit there and judge my mom at that point because everybody does stupid things when they're young. So,
And
but
that
on
actually
my,
that
yeah,
helps
my
kids.
thought process is just on the kid. Like, when they grow up, they want to know who the father is. So I can understand that side of the bill. I do understand too with Sabrina's point of view where she said there's nobody business, but at the end of the day, I'm looking at it from the point of view of the kid.
It's kind of like the thing of uh damn, I forgot the expression. Like if one person mess up, everybody else pays for it.
Okay, yeah, yeah, I know what you mean. I don't know the expression right now either, but yeah, no, I get what you're saying.
But
Like
let me
yes,
ask you this: if we live in Tennessee and they tell us you guys have to test for your kids, will you do it?
like DNA test.
Yeah,
Sure, because I know they'll be mine. I wouldn't be scared or nervous to take it,
yeah.
like to find out if they are or aren't.
What if they're not?
Then you're in trouble, Missy, because then the law would be on my side.
No,
See, but that's the
obviously.
thing. Like, let's say, like, if like you've been with your like partner for like 7 years, and your kids are like 7 years old, and then you find out that they're not yours, but you basically been raising them as yours. Would you leave?
That's a
That's
question.
tough.
That's tough. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean
That's tough.
at
Yeah.
That means she's been lying to you for 7 years,
mhm.
but you've been raising the kids as yours for 7 years.
We had 10 more years for Noah. So he turns 18.
I mean that's an individuality thing. Like at that point, I would have to make the decision. Like, am I gonna let this go and continue to be with her? That's one.
Whoa, with her.
That's like
I took it some type of way.
like that's one. If I want to continue the relationship, but like me personally, how I feel about kids, I wouldn't stop my relationship with the child if I find out it's not mine. I would still be there.
Will it change your relationship, how you raise him and how you treat him?
No, like I just said, like
Like for example, I'm not. This didn't happen. My kids are my husband's kids. I'm just gonna put it out there. Clearly, they
As
both
soon
look
as
like
as soon
him.
as this episode's done, Sally's going to Walgreens.
There's no need for it.
She's like, "Here, this cup."
Noah looks like him. Emma looks like you. So there's no denying on that. But shit, I forgot my question.
Sorry, yeah, sorry about
So let's say hypothetically that you find out that Noah is not your kid, but Emma is your kid. Will it change
no,
the way you
like how
raise,
I treat them.
how you
No,
treat them? Yeah.
no, that's what I'm saying. Like my way of how I raise the kids or how I treat the kids would not be the same. But I cannot say that would stay with you if I found out that you know basically the kids are not mine.
Yeah.
Would you want to know who the father is?
No, I don't think that part is important at all.
What if it was like your brother or something?
I don't have a brother, so
And
Your cousin.
that seems
the
impossible.
father.
Like if it was a family member, then definitely no, the relationship would not continue. But again, I would still
So let's
be
say
a
let's
father
say
to the kids.
hypothetically that's what happened. Will we still together?
That's what I'm saying. Like that would be a choice that I don't know because it
How will
depends on
you
the
know?
circumstances. Like Sabrina brought up, it depends, I guess, on who would be the real parents or not. As far as like our relationship,
Yeah. But what about if I don't know?
I wouldn't be with you. Even worse, like if it's a family member or you don't
No,
know,
it's not a family. It's not one of your family. All your cousins are ugly anyway.
Yeah, I'll make sure to edit that
That
out.
was intense.
No, no,
I
that was
felt a
good.
type of
Yeah,
way when
that
he
was
said
pretty good.
with
Yeah.
her.
With that one right there.
Once Sully pointed at Angie and said with her, I was like, I think this is setting in his head real,
Honestly,
real
you
fast.
know
I
this is
know,
hypothetical,
like
right?
damn, like what more
Like
proof?
this didn't really happen.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
made it so clear. My kids are your kids. Like if you put them together, like the three of you look like
Yeah,
none of like both of my kids. They don't look like me.
yeah.
And you don't have to prove yourself. You're
No,
good.
because it make me feel a type of way. He said with her.
Yeah, our daughter looks exactly like my sister.
Yeah. I
Like
know. I know.
like if you put their like her now and my sister at her age, they look exactly the same.
Yeah.
Really?
I
I
know.
don't
I
know.
I feel like Noah is a mixture of both.
Yeah,
Me and you.
yeah.
Because like Noah has your eyes and the shape of your eyebrows,
Yeah.
but he has
Yeah, I
my
see
cheeks.
that.
You know, like it's like
But I promise you, when I see Noah and Emma together, it looks like baby Sully and baby Angie. Like put together.
this, but I don't know. I don't know why they're doing that law in Tennessee or like what is the purpose of, because I feel like if you're doing it for a reason or making the man look good or making the man not having to pay for this, for like child support or child care or why not. I think that then if you're trying to do that as a law, then men's will be hoes,
Okay.
right? So I feel like if you like hypothetically, if you're not my kid's father,
Mm-hmm.
but then you have another kid, then they should make you responsible for that kid that you just found out is yours.
They do.
Oh yeah.
They do.
Where?
That other
On
mother
on
will put you on child support.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like because you're saying like maybe the mom doesn't know who the father is.
Uh-huh.
But if if there's something that says I know who your kid is because we did this test and you a DNA match,
Uh-huh.
but you didn't know and the mother didn't know it was your kid, then you should be also responsible for that kid. Like you didn't know you had another kid with another female.
Uh-huh. But yeah, yeah, the law does do that. But the law does not make women responsible in taking telling the truth of who the parents are. Also what they said in the video is like kind of putting everything else aside as far as feelings. A
Mhm.
mother a mother will never know the feeling that a father would get of even questioning if that's your child or not, because you're you're doing you're creating the child.
Child.
You're going through the pregnancy. You give birth. You have no doubt in your mind
So that's yours.
that that's your child.
Yeah.
You're mad at me, so yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But so that's like one part that I guess maybe women don't connect as our feelings, that we have that uncertainty because you will never know what it's like to be told, or like a family member saying like, hey, that kid doesn't like, if somebody told you like, hey, that kid doesn't look like you, I don't think you're the mother.
No, and
People say it as jokes, but like obviously if you birth the child, it's
Yeah.
100% yours.
No, and I'm glad you brought this up because when Noah was born, and was something that bothered me for a very long time, because obviously his family didn't really know about our relationship, and we technically just showed up. Hey, my girlfriend's pregnant. Here's the baby,
Yeah, yeah.
right? And his cousin, and you didn't even tell me. I went through your phone, and that's how I find out. Um, his cousin basically was in the messages. He was just saying, make sure that that is your baby. You know,
What?
yeah, and
Yeah.
that bothered me for uh, for a couple of years. Because like we were together all the time.
Yeah.
It's for you is, and I want to hope that for you is no doubt that my kids are your kids.
Yeah. No,
You
it's
know,
just that like I honestly don't share anything with my family, so that's why.
yeah, and when I found that out, when I saw it, I was just like, what the hell?
Heartbroken.
What the hell? And it made me feel a type of way, and that's why I kind of like felt resentment towards your cousin, because when when Noah was growing up, he kept looking more and more like Michael, like more and more like your dad too.
Uh-huh.
Especially the light blue blue eyes when he was born, when he was little. And then when you're for me, for my opinion, for what I saw, right? I feel like the more and more that Noah was looking like your family and you, he came more attached to Noah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can see that.
You know, like, and until a couple of years that he was like inseparable of Noah.
Yeah.
So that for me bothered me, and you know, like, I don't know how you took it. Did it bother you?
I don't have a I don't have a good connection with that side of the family, so it didn't
But
bother me
even
at all.
worse, like if you know, like even worse that you don't have a connection with that type of family
Be-
for.
that's why, like, I don't have a connection with them, so I expect them to just talk shit.
Did you ever feel like that? Or like, did you question it?
No,
No, but for me,
but
like,
that's you see, that's something even though like couples could know 100%. Like, yes, this is my son. Obviously, she's the
That's what I
mom,
mean. Like it's none of their business.
and but just having that piece of paper saying like, hey, the baby was born so so and so, DNA was done before the baby left the hospital. It's 100% Celi. Then the family will be like, okay, all right, no problem here.
but it's like you proven, like Sabrina says, like you're proving it to the family, like.
I mean, like obviously in my case, I wouldn't care because I don't have a connection with my family. I don't care what their opinion is. But in other cases, other families, it's just like another thing that they can be sure of 100%. Like they'll have proof right then and there when the baby's born, and then
Yeah.
there'll be no harsh feelings, no hurt emotions. Like, yes, baby's ours. Welcome to the family.
See, but then that also like leaves like a bad taste. Like you don't trust me enough. Like you know what I mean? Like let's say I was really close to like Tenness's family, and they're like, oh well, we don't know if that's like his kid. So then like from then on, it could have a bad taste in my mouth because you didn't trust me that I was telling the truth.
And that's how I felt with your cousin, and that was again that's my resentment and how why I treated him the way I treated him, because I was a female, like me personally knowing that I was just with you and my kids are your kids, and for you to one I didn't know him when I met him I didn't know him
Mhm.
when I met him I didn't know him. you know, when we had Noah, I didn't know who he was. I probably spoke with him like a couple of words and that's it. But for him to say that before knowing who I was, like for me,
Exactly. Like they didn't know anything about us or our relationship.
but
And like even if
you
I was
shouldn't
some random
assume
girl
that
off
as
the
soon as you see a
street,
person. Like it's like say you get pregnant and my brother's like, is really that your kid? Like how would you her feel? Like it was reversed.
Well, if I don't know your brother, I would understand if he's cautious about
I don't
your.
like your answer.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's how we settle things here on It's a Bumpy Road. We
Okay.
just say okay and we move on.
So who won
And
this
we,
debate?
There's no
huh?
debate.
Who won this debate?
The kids.
The kids.
The kids won the debate.
My
Yeah,
kids, because technically they're
I'll
not
just
your kids, they're my kids.
okay. You know what, to lighten the mood a little bit because
I
we're
feel
all
like
a
it was
little
a
tense
tension.
here.
Yeah, it was like weird. I don't like
We're
it.
a little
Oh,
tense.
really?
Uh,
Yeah, you didn't
No,
feel the tension?
no.
Oh, look at
I was
that.
honestly I was kidding. I
No?
didn't feel any tension.
I feel it from here.
You've
No, no. No, no.
no. So
Once again, my kids are your kids.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, Angie, we get it.
yeah, Angie. I think the more you beat this conversation, the more Sally's gonna like talk to you once the mics are off. So you might want to tone it down before you get into trouble.
No, no.
Um, I wanted to switch gears and I wanted to talk about. I was listening to Ebro in the morning. Shout out to them, Hot 97. I don't know them if they listen to this. Thank you. Give us a shout out. They were talking about first date questions. Obviously, all four of us here are way past that. Um, we're way past that because we're married. Both couples here on this show are married.
It
But
feels like the first time.
let's travel back in time and let's just see what it feels like and see if any of these questions are appropriate. Now, I gathered some of the questions that they asked on the show, and they're pretty, I don't want to say raunchy, but they're pretty open with with their questions. So I want to just get your opinions on if these questions are eligible or they're good, whatever. Let's just discuss, divulge, and just have some fun with this. So the first question that I got down was, does
Okay.
anyone think they're in a relationship with you right now?
Okay. So can you repeat the question again? I didn't understand it.
Yeah. So okay, remember, I want you guys to envision you guys are on the first date.
I love
Okay,
this question.
and this question is asked to you or vice versa. You're asking this question. Does anyone think they are in a relationship with you right now?
If I'm on the first date.
Yes. And that person, say for example, you're on the first date with Angie,
Okay.
and Angie asks you, does anybody think they are in a relationship with you right now?
Like, are you talking to someone?
Oh.
Yes,
Oh,
yes.
Okay.
Then
Thank
you're
you.
oh, we're
off.
slow.
Thank you, Sabrina.
Because you know how you have guy or girl, you know how they're like some people are just obsessed and they're they're fighting or whatever, and they think
Usually you're
that fight,
single.
yeah, they you in your mind you're like, no, we broke things off last night,
Well,
but
she
in
has
their
a
mind
picture of you
they're like,
on Instagram.
no, but they're in their mind they're like, no, that we just had a fight.
Yeah.
So in their mind they still, so that's, I honestly thought that was a good question.
I love.
Does anyone think you're they're in a relationship with you right now?
I'm like many people wish they were, but no.
Answer you first.
Are we
You're really
going
thinking
are we
about it.
actually like going back in time to like when we first met?
Oh
Yeah,
no, you don't have to
let's
answer it.
you
It's
don't
just
have to
you
answer.
love this person.
I was just saying let's just have fun with this. Let's see fun with it. If
Uh-huh.
you want to travel back in time and let's go reenact, go
Yeah,
ahead.
let's go.
I would have said yes. Yeah.
Who?
Ah, damn it. I'm sorry, Sally.
Who?
I should have
Who?
God damn
Well,
Who?
it.
I've told you about it. Like I've in school I've had like this one relationship that's always been a problem. Uh, That one chick, she was just like recurrently coming back. And I when we met, I told you I was like, if we're gonna continue this, just know
It's a
that
psycho.
there's this girl named blah blah blah, and she might come up saying this story, and yeah. So yeah, I mean, yes, I would have answered yes, and something that I did have had to explain many times before.
And the thing you didn't know is I saw her in Stop and Shop. No, I'm just kidding.
I was gonna say, did you guys fight it out for the mangoes?
No,
um,
I
for
But
mean,
me,
this is a good first date question, I think.
no, for me,
what was that,
no.
babe?
I think it's a good first date question.
yeah.
Oh, of course. I mean, because
Yeah.
you know how a lot of people have situationships, and it's
Oh,
people that have like relationships
Baby
that are on
mamas
and off, on
ready?
and off. You don't know what's on, you don't know what's off. Like
the grill is
it
now off.
Yeah.
I mean, that's that should be a question actually on the first
Do you
day.
think,
Is your grill off
You like
right now?
something on your grill? Do you like
do you
briskets?
think it's a good first date question? Like, if somebody, like, if you want to, like, what day do you think you should tell them you have a kid?
That's actually one
Oh.
of the questions here. Do
I
you
feel like
well
you have
the
to
way
be.
Ebro said is, yo, you got any kids? That's
On the
how
first
Ebro
date?
said it on this
No, I
show.
feel like if you have a kid, I feel like something should be brought up the first, even before you go on the date.
Mm.
Like even
Oh,
before you like
so
Some
like
people
when you
won't
guys are
tell
chit chatting and everything.
Yeah,
exactly.
I agree.
Yeah.
Oh.
because some people won't tell them until, like, the fifth date.
Uh-huh.
They're like, no, I
Yeah.
And by
really like
then,
this guy, so I'm going to tell him the truth, you know?
And by then, like, you get used to the person, and it's kind of like you kind of have to go and try it out.
you're already invested.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's the thing.
So I feel like it should be before you go on the date.
Now, what
Yeah.
about pets?
About pets?
Yeah.
I mean, maybe if you're getting invited over to the house, then yeah, I might ask because
No,
depending on
do you think that pets should be, if you like having pets, you should bring that up on the first date?
Yeah, because you should realize that there's somebody who's already number one in their life. You have
Yeah.
to agree to be second.
So it'd be
You know
like
what I mean?
the same as if you have kids,
Yeah,
right?
pretty
They should
much.
be
Yeah,
treated the
one
same.
comes first. Just know that.
I was only thinking because they might be allergic, but you guys
No,
were
that
taking
that's no,
the different way.
that's completely valid too. Like they should find out on the first date.
Yeah,
Like, are
no,
you
that's
allergic to cats? Because I have five. Like,
yeah.
this
If you got
relationship
five
won't
cats,
work.
girl, we ain't going back to any place. Like we done.
We're
Like
done.
peace
Sorry
out.
for trying. Next time.
And the other question that was here was, are you religious? I thought that was
That's a
Yeah.
pretty
good
decent question.
question. Because
You know,
that's a good question because the only reason why I'm saying is because um, I don't mind going to church, and you kind of do.
Yes. Uh-huh.
So, but we didn't have this conversation until like, well, maybe 2 years ago
Yeah.
when both of our kids are baptized. So we believe in that. Both of like both. But let me go back. I never asked them about having the kids baptized. I just did it. Right?
Well,
okay.
yeah, I was okay with it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it like she brought it up. It's like, hey, this weekend we're gonna baptize the kids. I was like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Like I wasn't against it.
But just because how I was raised,
Mhm.
right? Like my kids had to be baptized in certain like as within 3 months of life. But going back to like registering Noah for
First communion.
first communion, and like we have to go to church every Sunday for the next past in the next 2 years for Noah's first communion. You know, so it's like we I don't think we saw eye on eye on that. Remember the first time we talked about it,
Yes. Yeah.
and you were not against it, but you weren't also agreeing with it.
Yeah.
I and it's kind of run on my part because
Yes.
I should have.
Yes, you're wrong.
Yeah, no, no, and when I'm wrong, I said I'm wrong.
Yeah.
You know,
Shelly,
I'm.
I'll clip that for you and send it
Oh, yeah.
you know, but it's like no, I already registered him for first communion, and the only reason why he agreed to do it is because when I did the registration, he only has to go once a month. So
What
right,
do you
is
mean?
that the only reason why you agree?
No, I wouldn't say that's the only reason why. I mean, like I'm like I sit 50-50 on the topic of like should my son do his first communion, yes or no? Um but the only reason why I allow it is because if he in the future wants to get married through church, he can. He doesn't have to go through this process of first communion, confirmation, and whatever. He would have gotten out of the way now when he's a child.
Yeah,
That's the one reason why I'm allowing it to happen. Um, like not having to always be there for it is just a plus.
but
I
what?
feel like the
Uh,
question on the first date,
huh?
like, that's all weird.
Wait,
Yeah.
can you repeat that? You got cut out a little bit.
Like, that being a question on the first date, I don't think it's necessary. Like, eventually, like, of course, you have to have that conversation if you plan on getting married and having kids and stuff. But, like, first date, I don't know if that's like,
Maybe not on a first date.
Sabrina,
yeah.
are you religious?
Yeah.
How
Okay.
religious are you?
I didn't go to church because I haven't found the church here that I like. But God is my best friend.
I thought I was your best
I mean, I would honestly say it is important on the first date because you wouldn't want to find out that the person you're already interested in 5 dates in is an atheist.
Or like, like,
friend. An atheist. What?
what if they like singing?
Exactly.
I don't know.
I
That's
think it's an
weird.
important question just to know like on the level that they're on. Like, are
Yeah,
you religious? How often do you go?
but I think it's how you bring it out too. You can just be
Yeah.
on a day and be like, I think you see all of these things should be talked before the first date.
Like not even on
Yeah,
the
it's
first
like,
date.
are you busy
Yeah,
Sunday? No, I go to church or something, you know?
Yeah.
yeah. Like I feel like I don't know me personally. I feel like it should be brought up before the first date because like when you like getting to know each other because that's why it's called getting to know each other. Like I'm getting to know what you like, what you don't like, things like that. And when the actual first date comes, then you guys can be like, oh, I don't like these because this is and that. Like a bit more
Okay,
elaborated on
let's
that.
say like your friend set you up on a blind date, so this is the first time you're ever meeting him, right? So you want to get all these questions out.
My guess. I've never been on a blind date, but okay.
Oh, we should try one.
We should try it.
Um,
We're married.
I, babe, I had to remind you, Celi is married
She's
I'm on a,
currently.
blind.
I'm on a blind date.
Now
Watch.
we're on a date.
Um, oh, next question. Sorry. So
Wake up,
going hand in
Andres.
hand with the whole kids. Sorry, I was reading the questions and I was just laughing. Um, hand in hand with the kids question. Any kids you didn't expect that is on the way?
Well, now since you brought it
Mm.
up,
Wait,
What
so
happened?
essentially the question is, are you pregnant right now?
Are you pregnant or are you going to be a father that you didn't know about?
should we tell them?
You want to tell them?
They didn't know.
I don't know.
Should we make an announcement?
Okay.
Well, the reason why I'm wearing this blanket is. You ready to know?
I
No
swear to
fucking
God,
way.
if this is how you announce it, I don't even want to do the show anymore. If this is how you announce it,
It's because I'm
You gotta
cold.
be fucking serious.
It's because I'm cold.
That's it.
That's it.
Wait, no, not like you swear on my life.
Yeah, no, I'm not pregnant.
No.
have I ever told you guys how much I hate you two a lot?
Every time I record.
Oh,
every time
okay.
you see me.
Just want to make sure that it's known that you guys piss me off a lot.
I was just
Next
wondering
next
if
next
you
question
were
before,
so
just so I
desperate.
No,
can.
going back to the question. What was the question?
Anybody expecting?
Any kids that you didn't expect that are on the way?
See, that's an iffy question.
That's a question for you.
That's an iffy question because how do you bring that up? That comes off as offensive.
Now,
How?
but that can go hand in hand with, do you have any kids? So
Yeah.
then if they say
Yeah.
no, then you kind of, I guess you can kind of work that in. Like, do you have any kids that you didn't expect that's on the way?
Yeah. As a guy, I think that's. I mean, if a woman asks me,
Yeah, see, if it's
that's
women
okay.
asking guys, I think that's okay. I think vice versa.
Yeah, I think that comes off as
That's very
offensive.
touchy.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay, I get it. I get it. I get
Like
it.
we're on our first day. It's like, hey, are you expecting a child anytime soon?
Yeah, how you bring that up?
Yeah.
that's the thing. That's
Oh.
again, I think that's when it comes to genders, it's very
It's like, hey, are you expecting or are you just chunky?
yeah. See, that's not like
That's
no,
another
I
side
would not.
too, because
I'm just a little chunky full of love.
yeah, you get offended two different ways. Either you're trying to say I'm fat, or you're trying to say that
I'm
I'm
pregnant. I look
like
pregnant.
I'm out here in the streets.
I'm out here in these streets getting it. Bum,
Trying to
bum,
find
bum, you know
me.
what I'm
I'm trying to
saying?
find me stepdaddy.
What?
No, fuck what? No stepdaddy. Find the fucking sugar daddy. Shit. Skip the whole step part.
Oh, I forgot to
Shit.
put lotion.
And next question. What's your relationship with your parents slash family?
That as a question on the first date. I mean,
Yeah.
I would me my
Because they do
personality.
say, like, for an example, for guys, they do say, um, the way they see, no, what is it? The way a guy treats his mom is the way he's gonna treat his wife, and
Yeah.
vice versa. The way the wife treats her dad is the way how
I
the
don't
wife's
think
gonna treat
that's
her husband.
right because, for me, in my opinion, right, I feel like I love my dad to death, but I feel like I prioritize you more.
Yeah, but the question is like on a first date.
That's
I
what I'm
think that's
saying.
weird for a first date.
You
I
think
think you
that
have.
what?
What?
I feel like that's too much for a first date.
What's your relationship with your parents or family and family?
Yeah.
I think
Why?
you can ask in a
Like,
certain
they
way
get
where
to know
it's
you,
Wait,
and
wait,
then
hold on, baby, baby, hold on. You keep cutting everybody off. Hold on, one
my
one
bad.
at a time. Sally, go ahead.
I think you can ask in a certain way where it's not so forward.
Like so
It's like
abrupt, right?
yeah, like hey, do you visit your parents on the weekends or something like that?
How's your
Oh,
mom?
okay.
Yeah,
Have you seen your mom recently?
yeah,
Or do you
exactly.
live with your parents?
Oh,
No.
that's a good question. Where do you live with your parents?
That's an iffy
Do you
question,
live
I
with
think.
your baby mama?
Now you just starting to like
I
create
know
drama.
quite a few people. No,
I
I
think
don't.
that question depends on the age. Like if
The whole relationship with your parents.
No, like what Sabrina just asked. Like,
Oh, do you live
do
with
you
your
live with your
parents?
parents? Like, if you're 37 and you're still living with your parents, or I mean, yeah, you can't.
How
Well, you
come
can't really judge either because you don't know what the
you
circumstances
don't know
are.
the
Like,
situation out there?
Yeah,
is
that's true.
it the parents still supporting the 37-year-old, or is it the
Or
Yeah.
37-year-old
vice versa.
supporting the parents?
I think the way you can answer that is like, my parents live with me.
Yeah, yeah,
You know, because if you say I'm living with my parents, then it's like,
You know,
bruh, why you still home?
I do that a lot. Sorry to cut you off. I do that a lot because sometimes like the language barrier.
yeah.
And when people like, oh, you live with your dad? It's like, yeah, but it's not
Ah,
that I live with him.
he lives
He
with
lives with
you.
us.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
So
yeah,
like for
yeah.
me, it's like, yeah, he lives with me. Like, or I live with him because technically
Yeah, it's the
it's the
same
same
thing. It's
thing.
just when people hear it a certain way, they think one way, and when in reality, it's the same thing. It's
yeah.
I
Yeah, and
live
then
with him, he lives with me, whatever.
when you
It's like
evaluate
if I'm trying to come over, yo.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
when
Okay,
you
I see that.
elaborate it more, it's like, oh, so he lives with you. It's like, yeah, that's what I said. Like, no, you didn't. I was
She's
like,
like,
oh,
did you not
I'm
hear me?
yeah, like you didn't
I'm
get it.
I'm gonna do one more question, and then we'll go into Chisme chat. I'm gonna do a kind of a crazy one, a crazy question here that I heard on the radio. What's your
Hmm.
credit score?
No,
Hell yeah.
He said no.
that's not something.
Why?
That's not something you should ask on a first date. Because
I
I mean,
feel like I would.
because that just kind of comes off of you're more interested in the finances than anything else.
Yeah.
Now, what? Because when I heard this question, they all agreed. When I was listening to the show, they all agreed this is not meant for a first date. So then they started talking about, well, what date do you ask this?
When you get
And I
married,
thought
before
about it.
you
And I'm
get
like,
married.
that is a good question. At
Yes.
what point do you bring up credit score?
Do you think you should like once you're like confirmed boyfriend and girlfriend?
Hmm.
I think, hmm, I don't know what to think. No, no.
I feel like it'll come up like authentically. Like let's say you guys are like purchasing something, or let's say you guys are going shopping and like you see like he has like these shopping habits, and you're like, oh, what's your
Mm.
credit score, by
But
the way?
wait. What happened if you find out that when you're already married?
No, I would say that
Then
that's
congratulations
totally
on you because you messed up. You didn't look for it.
Damn.
Congratulations, you played
You
yourself.
played yourself hard as hell if you freaking if you find out that late. Oof.
yeah. I don't know like on what dates specifically it should come up, but it should definitely come up before the relationship becomes in a status where you're moving in together. Before you move in together, you should know the the status.
She would like, we're getting an apartment together, but they're asking for a credit score, so just fill out this form. Casual, you know. It's, I don't want to know. It's the people.
They're asking.
They're asking for it, you know. And while they're writing, you just go like this.
Would you tell them?
Huh?
What if like, what if like on your first date, Angie asked, would you tell her?
I don't know. I think like when people ask me questions, I answer right away. So yeah,
Oh, so you don't really think too much. You just like red,
yeah. I don't.
green,
Yeah, yeah.
three.
Rule.
Yeah, I have two dogs.
He answers and then he gets offended later.
It's like, how dare she ask me for my credit score? Like,
Yeah. Especially if I'm
Okay.
eating. If I'm eating, you can ask me anything. I'm more concentrated on the food.
Really?
it's like good to know.
Babe, write
I,
that down 'cause
I'll
we
call
gotta
you
ask
later
about the
on
questions.
today.
Okay, that's it for first date questions. I think there's plenty more first date questions or just questions on a date that we can ask. And we'll continue this throughout, I guess, every episode until we run out of questions. But now,
Wait, do you guys ever pretend you're on your first date when you go out?
like,
Oh,
you guys, I
what?
guess, role play on a date.
Oh, I
Role
would
play?
want to try that. Can we try that?
I
Sure.
try it every time and then this never like goes along with it.
It's just
I just,
guys. It's
I
just
end up
guys.
laughing too much because I'm
Andres
like,
is like, hi, my name is Handres.
Can I leave
I'm
a
like,
card
what
for
if
you?
you
I'll
just
always,
do
like
you like
put
my
because
hand? accent.
Because like when she says like let's do that, I always end up bringing this Spanish alter ego, and then I get too funny and or stupid, and I just start laughing. I'm like,
I
I can't.
always try to, and I'm like, hi, like I'm Sabrina, and then he's like, don't talk to me, I have a wife.
And then
And
Sabrina's like,
she's like,
damn.
no, babe, play along. I was like, I don't know you. Get away from me. You see the ring? Back off.
Then Sabrina's like, oh damn, I trained him a little
A
too
little
hard,
too good.
a little too good. What were your what is it your role
I'll,
play be?
I don't know.
Would you
Probably
do
something
it?
with Star Wars.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, no. See,
She
Yeah.
could pretend to be Darth
forget
Vader.
it. Forget it. My role play ideas just fall down on the floor.
Or Michael could be Jim and you could be Pam. Hmm?
You
Hmm?
want to be my Jean to my Pam?
You sure?
Okay.
Okay. He's tall enough. He could play the role.
Look, we're playing roles.
Oh, in this case, what would it be? It would be Juan, and because you guys are Spanish, so
Well,
Juan.
well, that has to be Spanish, but give me something else.
Oh, you want to be Egyptian?
No, but I'm just saying. Because
Jo-
technically,
Josephine.
we're already playing the Hispanic role because we're both Hispanic. So
True. Yeah. True.
Oh.
True. True.
Yeah.
thank you for more
Okay.
information.
Chisme chat. I think I have two. I think we have enough time for maybe one because we got like under 4 minutes left. This story I actually found on the Shade Room on Instagram. So Shade Room, shout out. I know you're
Shade
listening. We all know you're listening. So
Shady.
shout out to you guys. The Shade Room. The Shade
Okay, guess your
Room.
point.
Okay, sorry. Um, Thoughts. My husband's baby mama threw a birthday party for their 10-year-old daughter yesterday. The baby mama told my husband that I was not invited, so my husband did not go. Now, my husband's family, mostly unmarried women, are bashing him for his decision to stand with me and they are accusing him of being a bad father. His own mother said that I should have been understanding and not become upset if he had gone to the party without me. The baby mama and I have no bad blood. We have never been disrespectful to one another, have not had an argument or any dispute. Plus, she told my husband that I was not welcome to the party because of my attitude. By the way, his daughter loves me and I am known for being very kind and direct. Is my husband right for standing with me, or should he have left me behind to attend his daughter's party to satisfy the family he came from?
Damn, I don't know. That's a hard one.
Burn.
While you guys think, I will read just a few comments. First comment I'm seeing here: I'm standing with what my wife, baby mama, can have her party. We can have ours. Problem solved.
Exactly.
True, true.
Mm-hmm.
As a husband, he's not wrong. As a father, he's not right. So you lose and you win.
Mm-hmm.
I feel that what the first comment is right. Like he should have
His own party
his
for
own
her.
party for her,
Yeah, definitely.
but before he does that, he should talk to the daughter.
Yes.
Tell her, hey, I won't be able to come
Hey,
this
like
day.
your biological mom is being a bitch. So you're
Babe,
getting two
babe,
birthday
babe, what's the
parties.
saying? What's the saying, babe?
Fuck that bitch.
There we go.
FTB.
But that's the thing, like,
Wait, time out, time out, time out. What is that ringing?
I don't hear anything.
Oh, sorry.
It's you.
it's
Yeah, it was mine. Damn it. Sorry.
this.
Okay. Sorry.
Like, I
Continue.
think also, like, it's no longer about the kid anymore. Now it's like between the mama, the girlfriend, and like, I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah, in that story, it seems like they completely forgot about the child and they're
Yeah.
just trying to. They're literally bickering with
Who's the
adults.
better parent?
Yeah.
There. Now that you say that, I just read another comment. They put and they used a lot of clapping hands. Stop using children against their parents.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I agree with that
I feel
100%.
like they should just see like the father, right? The father is the one who's gonna throw her another party later on. Just explain it to her because as kids, they do feel if they don't see both of their parents on a birthday party, like just tell her like I won't be able to come this day. I hope you have fun with your mom and your friends, but you will have a second party. Or it doesn't even have to be a party. Just take her out somewhere
Yeah,
nice.
yeah.
Make her feel like important.
Exactly. Make
Yeah.
her
You're
feel
not choosing the
special.
girlfriend over her.
Exactly.
Yep.
Exactly. and just the two of them, if anything, like,
Hmm.
Yeah, because I
yeah.
could speak from experience because my parents got divorced and it did hurt a lot of times when I wouldn't see my dad at my mom's parties or my mom at my dad's parties. But what I liked that they both did was that they both assured me that I would basically have double the parties and double the gifts. So I was like, you know what? I'll suffer a little bit.
But
It's
you
This
fine.
know,
works out for you guys. I'm glad.
but you see, I don't agree on that. Like, I feel like that is overdoing it for the kid,
Hey, don't take away my happiness because you disagree.
and that's why
I
I'm
But
saying
feel
sit
like
like
for
down the
your
way it
you
kid,
just
is.
said, like parents don't get along, so each parent would, I mean, a good parent would do their own separate party for the child. So
Yeah,
yes,
but
they are getting two parties.
but I feel like for your kid, you should be able to like put it aside.
What do you mean? Put what aside? Your
Like, let's
differences?
say you guys don't get along, right?
Yeah,
Like, you obviously know, like, you would love to see your parents like hang out and this, not hang out, but be in the same room, stuff like that.
yeah,
Like, it's different for the kid. Like, they feel really good, but like the separate parties, like, it's fun and everything, but it's like I do want to see my parents in the same room and spend it like together.
yeah, yeah. I grew up kind of always wishing that would happen. Well, now that I'm 30, I understand why they both are not in the same room, and I thank them for not being in the same room.
you
But
know,
yeah, I
yeah.
get what you mean. Like like putting your differences aside for the child, because it's all about them. It's not about you guys at that point.
Yeah.
Like I know this one couple, like they go Christmas shopping for the kid together, and then they spend holidays together, just like with them and the kid.
But I feel like you
But
have to
the
have.
couple is not together. But
Yeah.
okay,
But I
yeah.
feel
See,
like you
Mhm.
have
that's
to have a
nice.
good relationship. Like you
Yeah.
have to, like what I always tell you. Like God forbid something happens to us in a relationship, and we get a divorce, we separate.
After the DNA test.
Sure, after the DNA test.
Um,
Ladies and gentlemen, you heard that? That was a full circle moment. That's what we call in showbiz a full circle.
Like I always tell you, like I, like you're not a bad dad, even though you're not the kid's dad. You're not a bad dad.
That is a nice way of announcing how great of a dad Celi is. Wow. Guys, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it here first. Celi
You
is
put
not
it on
a
your
bad
plate.
father. He
he's a great stepfather.
You put it right there for me to come back. Anywho, no, I feel like I always tell you, it's like if we get separated for whatever reason, at the end of the day, you're not a bad dad. Like you're there for the kids, like you do things for the kids, and I feel like because how we were both raised in our family and things like that, if we finish in bad terms, I think like we both will come to an agreement to celebrate it together for the
Yeah,
kids.
definitely. Yeah,
You know,
I would be okay with that, even if she has like a new partner, or if I have a new partner.
yeah.
I would still be up for like birthdays together, holidays together.
It's just how you approach to the person because for me in my opinion, like having two separate parents and having a party here and a party there, like two parties and two Christmas gift and two of everything, does kind of affect the kid in the
Yeah, I'm the
sense that
product
like,
of that.
huh?
I'm the product of that because that's
Exactly. Look
that's
at this one.
all
He
I
wants all
went
the
through.
attention. Like, who the fuck are you?
That's why I'm an attention whore.
So like for me, I feel like the parents always have to put their kids first. Doesn't matter how you do the breakup, the divorce, or whatever it is. Like at the end of the day, that poor kid didn't decide to be born. Like so,
Like, he didn't cheat on you. He didn't do nothing.
make the effort to try, because like if not, you're kind of raising a spoiled brat.
Mm-hmm.
Look
Yeah,
under the
Whoa,
hood.
Andres.
whoa, 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 whoa! Hey! I'm gonna have to slow your roll and stop you there because I ain't no spoiled little bitch. All right.
That's what a spoiled brat would say.
Yeah,
Babe,
exactly.
babe. Sometimes I don't understand if you're on my side, you're
Look,
against me, you're with me. It never makes sense to me.
I was gonna say, look at Kevin. He's divorced parents, and the motherfucker wants attention.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like, it's at think it's just like that parents always have to put the kids first, no matter what, no matter what situation you and your partner or your ex significant other are going through. Your kids come first, and that's
That's your take.
my take.
It's hard when like let's say, like you and your parent, like you and your partner are split up, right?
Yeah,
But let's say, like let's say you, God forbid, you and Celi break up, right? And then you want to do these parties together, but he's like, no, like I don't want to go, or like he's whatever. And you're trying to work with him, but then they're being like bitchy. I feel like that's kind of like what the baby mom is doing. Like, why wouldn't you just invite his girlfriend? Like, just put your feelings aside.
yeah,
Yeah.
Like, don't make him seem like the bad guy to his daughter, you know?
exactly, exactly. That just depends on the kind of person you are.
Yeah.
Like what
Mhm.
does tell you about your personality. Like
Yeah. Well, yeah, I feel like we don't know the full story here either because
Yeah.
it said that the guy is the one who chose not to go because his girlfriend couldn't go.
Right.
so your
But I
girlfriend
mean,
wasn't invited.
he he probably did do another party for his daughter
Yeah.
on their end, and
Mm-hmm.
that's completely fine.
And then again, the story is from the girlfriend's POV. Because she's like, oh, me and the like baby mom are cool. What if they're not cool? Like, what if she's been disrespectful in the past? Like, the girlfriend thinks that, like, she's good or whatever. But it turns out, like, she really wasn't, like, close. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that could be too.
Like, what if she actually has done stuff where the mom wasn't comfortable with her going?
Yeah, yeah, there
Oh yeah.
probably
Well,
probably is
that's
a
a good
reason why
point.
she can't go.
But you see, go just go back again. Child comes first. The kids come
Hmm.
first. Like
Yeah.
do
Yeah. I
what
guess at the end of the day, no matter what, it's
decision you make,
yeah.
have your kid in like on your mind and think about him first. Like what is okay for them, what is okay, not okay for them. Like how I'm not gonna traumatize this kid for life and like that. You know.
Yeah.
Like, what do you think of this girl? Like, let's say, like, I'm having a birthday party for my kid, but the girlfriend, like, my partner's girlfriend, has always been, like, disrespectful, or she's little, or she's loud, or she always starts fights, or, like, would I want, like, do I still have to put it aside for my kid and have her come?
Oh, true. Yeah, because
I've
that
Go
is
ahead.
what they said is that like she can be what was it
Like
Her,
impactful.
she's,
from the story? It said that she described herself as
Oh, by the way, his daughter loves me, and I am known for being very kind and direct.
but there was another part where it says that like
she said that she
her
wasn't invited because of her attitude.
because of her
Yes.
attitude. Yeah.
Yeah. The baby mama and I have no blood, no bad blood. We have never been disrespectful to one another. Have not had an argument or any dispute. But she told my husband that I was not welcome to the party because of my attitude.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, there's the reason why right there. But yeah, I mean, that was on the father's. Again, we don't know the full story. The father
Right?
chose
Because
not. Father
yeah, we
chose
only
not
get
to
the point
go.
of view of the wife.
Mhm.
The
Yeah.
wifey.
And,
Tell them
mhm.
I'm sorry, Andres. Well, to finish
No.
this question is
Yeah.
this thing is like again, just think about the kid. Find a solution to make it work
For the child.
for the child. At the end of the
Mhm.
day, you guys already had your time. It didn't work out. God knows why. But in the of your love production, it's a child. So think about that kid first, and everything
And it
else
isn't
will
your
come out.
partner's business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you tell them about what you told me
The the
on the
topic.
radio? Yes, tell them that.
So I heard a similar topic actually on the radio the other day. I'll make it quick. So this was a couple, and the man going into the relationship with this girl, he already had a previous child, and he has custody of the child on every weekend. So every weekend the child goes to their house,
Mhm.
and now the couple now had their own child, and now they're married. So new marriage, new baby, and a stepchild. Now the woman is the one who contacted the radio station saying that like she's no longer okay with the stepchild coming around to the house because now she feels that the man should put 100% of his time into his actual family, his real family, um, instead of the stepchild. And I was
Whoa.
and I was just surprised and astounded of the callers. Actually, this was a Spanish radio station, and I was
97.3. La Mega.
yeah. There's
Shout out.
I don't know what's going on with their listeners, but like everybody calling in was on that girl's side, saying like, yes, that man needs to focus on his family, his new family. I'm like, yo, like everybody's just tossing the other kid aside. Then people were saying that like, oh, just the baby mama is just using the father so she can go out on the weekends. I'm like, regardless, that's the father's choice. If he's choosing to spend time with his son every single weekend, he's being a good dad. On
Yeah.
the other side of the coin, if he says like, yeah, I'm gonna listen to my wife, I don't want my my firstborn here all the time, then he's gonna be looked at as a bad father, as like a deadbeat dad.
But that's like the definition of blended family.
hmm Again, yeah, it's like bickering between adults and leaving the child aside.
Yeah, no, that's not cool. I mean, what the heck? Because the kid is his firstborn, so it's his blood. It's it's a stepchild to the new wife,
New wife, yeah,
correct?
yep,
Yeah, so he can't just be like, "Oh, I'm done with this one." It's not kids aren't toys. You can't just say, "Oh, I'm done with this one. I'm gonna play with the new one."
yep,
No, oh, what
exactly.
the hell? That
Oh,
that
damn.
does not make any sense.
Like to be honest, I was like, I am a stepchild. But like my real father, I'm not gonna get into it, but like he treats his stepkids more like his own kids, you know? And then it was me like every now and then he would visit me, you know? And I'm okay. But it does hurt, like, like why can you be a parent to them but not a parent to me
Yeah.
just because you're not with my mom, you know?
Yeah.
Like you and my mom, that has nothing to do with me. You should still be a father to me first.
Yeah,
Why
exactly.
don't you take care of the kid you had, and then you could like take care of these other kids too?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, as I see it from this story, that guy's a stand-up guy for spending every single weekend with
Mm-hmm.
his
Yeah,
first
of
child.
course.
Child, yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Yeah, when he told me this
People
story,
people listening to that radio show need to do better. I don't know what to tell
oh yeah.
you. People,
Yeah, the
uh,
fact that they sided with her, that's ridiculous, dude.
Yeah,
yeah,
like when he
Hmm.
told me, I was like, what? That's the wrong. As from a
Yeah,
female
that's the wrong
perspective,
message.
that's wrong.
yeah,
Like,
Yeah, no.
you should encourage your husband to be more involved with their kid. And if
hmm
anything, incorporate the new kid into that relationship.
yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Honestly, the
'Cause-
kid could help them so much. It's an older child that can help them with the new baby.
yeah, plus that
And
that
then,
new baby is it's a half sibling for
Yeah,
Exactly.
the
exactly.
son, so
Yeah, they're ruining
like that's
a sibling
uh,
relationship.
yeah.
It's true.
you're
I didn't think of it
relating
that way.
them.
You know what I just
Um,
realized?
Hmm?
We all have abandonment issues in this podcast.
We all have some type of trauma.
You
yeah,
know
I'm
why?
apparently a
Why?
spoiled brat.
You know why?
Why?
Because it's a bumpy road.
Boom, just like that. We're done with this episode. By the way, shout out to Mama and Papa Cruz.
Shout out to my dad. Love you, dad.
Shout out
Yes,
to my maker.
shout out to Mama. You know, I'm not gonna even continue shouting out. Just shout out to
Shout out
everybody.
to my